Yes, students. So now I will talk about the theme of the chapter A Truly Beautiful Mind. The story recounts the life of an outstanding scientific personality, Albert Einstein, from his birth till his death. And this brief sketch of life and achievements of the great genius, Albert Einstein, reveals that extraordinary personalities with exceptional intellectual capabilities are not necessarily noticed during the early years. The author focuses on two aspects of Einstein's personality: as a scientist and as a human being. As a scientist, his marvelous discoveries created a revolution, and as a human being, he worked towards peace and democracy in the world. As far as we talk about the title of this biographical feature, A Truly Beautiful Mind, is very appropriate as it encompasses both the intelligence of Einstein and his humanistic tendencies. As a genius, he made an immense contribution to the world of science by presenting startling theories, and as a human being, he preached for peace and democracy. Thus, his mind was really beautiful and teeming with new ideas and human concern. Okay, this introduction I have told you that playmates called him Brother Boring, and his mother him regarded him as a freak because of the abnormally large size of his head. Okay, now beta, I'm giving you a short summary of the chapter, and then again send you some more things. We are going to begin. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in the German city of Ulm. He was a normal looking child. His mother taught him an abnormal child. He began to speak very late, and we spoke, he repeated each word twice. That we have discussed earlier. Also, I have told you the mother children made fun of him. The other children made fun of him, so he used to play all alone. Lai loved to play with mechanical toys. When he was 6 years old, he learned to play the violin. Albert Einstein went to high school in Munich. He was a very good student and scored good marks in all subjects. But he did not like the strict discipline of the school. He often got clashed with his teachers, so he left the school for good. After long discussions, he agreed to continue his study in Switzerland. He was highly gifted and in mathematics and interested in physics. After passing high school, he joined Zurich University. There, he got interested in a fellow student, Mileva Mary. He found an ally in her. She was a young soul. She was very intelligent. They fell in love and later they got married in 1903. Albert graduated in 1900. At the age of 21, he was unemployed. The Lai worked as a teaching assistant. In 1902, he got the job of a technical expert in patent office in Bern. Then his job was to assess other people's discoveries. He was secretly developing his own ideas. He published his famous paper in 1905 on a special theory of relativity, and I think you all have known about it, according according to which time and distance are not absolute. Okay. After this, if we talk about Einstein's new personal chapter, which is coincided by his rise to world fame in 1915. He had published his general theory of relativity. He provided a new interpretation of gravity. Einstein has correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from mixed stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. Einstein received a Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921 He was showered with honors and invitation from all over the world and lauded by the press. When the Nazis when the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. At the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on August 2, 1939, in which he warned against the danger of atom bombs. His words influenced Roosevelt. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945, which we all are aware, and what was the condition and what was the result of it. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. This time, he wrote a long letter to the United Nations. In it, he proposed the formation of a world government. Einstein got ever more involved in politics, using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. Okay, beta? Now I will send you some question answers, and whatever queries you are having, you send it to me. We will discuss about it again. Thank you, bachcho.